Hello everyone, my name is Anita from the Medicine Hat Public Library and I welcome you today. Today I'm going to show you a craft that I created for Halloween, and it's a little scarecrow craft using popsicle sticks. So a very, very cool craft. I made this one earlier, and so I looked on the internet and I found this really cool craft. So I mean, if you ever search this up yourself, this one here called for 7 popsicle sticks. I created one with 7 popsicle sticks. It was way too wide, and I think the problem was that these popsicle sticks are a little bit thicker, a little bit shorter. So you're going to have to play with whatever popsicle sticks you have, because I had found some other ones, some really, really thin ones, not any longer, but they were narrower. So what you want to make sure is that whatever popsicle sticks you use, make sure that your little hat piece extends over the edges quite a bit. Practice, like lace them down to see what works for you. So every popsicle could be different. I even looked at those tongue depressors. Those are really big. Those would be really cool to use too. So let's get started to make this craft. What do you need? Popsicle sticks. Now, I only used 5 for the body and then 1 for the hat. So 6 altogether. Like I said, you're going to have to play with it and make sure that the size of the popsicles sticks work to make this cute little face. Okay, if it's too wide, then it's just not gonna look right. See, like your hat, the little divider there won't work. Okay, so what did I need? So on the back, it's a piece of paper. I found some heavier cardstock, and so all you need to do is cut that piece of paper so that it's not any wider than this. Now, I've got another one, and I'll be making one with you here in a minute. So this one extends over, but I'm just going to glue my popsicle sticks to it, and then I'm going to cut the excess off. Okay, so a little piece of cardstock, a piece of paper for when you're doing your gluing, because you certainly don't want to glue anything on top of your table or your surface. Okay, so a piece of paper there, as many popsicle sticks as you're going to need to make as many as you would like. Right now, this craft was called a magnet scarecrow craft, but you don't have to use magnets with this craft. You can just use it as a cute little stand-up craft. Put it with a pumpkin or something, that'd be really cool. Or you can use yarn, which is what I did for the hair. You can put a little piece of yarn on it and hang it. Okay, so many ways that you can modify it for whatever you have in your household for craft supplies. Okay, so the cardboard, you're going to need some Elmer's glue. I have my glue gun handy because I actually used the glue gun to glue the hair onto the popsicle stick and then onto the rest of him. So of course, be really careful, don't burn yourself, and don't let your little ones use it. I know you guys wouldn't anyway, but just saying. Okay, so we need that. You need, the craft actually wanted me to paint the eyes and the nose and the mouth on, but I thought a lot simpler would be to use marker. So I have my black and red marker. There's a little accent, if you can see that around the eye there. There's a little kind of white accent, but it's not really white because all I did was use my marker and I just left a little area open, and that became kind of like the glint in his eye because, Scarecrow's, he's really cool. Okay, but if you want to have white paint, for sure. Orange paint you're obviously going to need to paint this part. Okay, what else am I saying? Paint brushes, scissors, a pencil if you're going to, mark out the areas for your backing. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I've got my backing right here. I've got my 5 popsicles. I'm going to spread Elmer's glue all over it. Oops, got to open it first. And just saturate it. There we go. Okay, and just put all your popsicle sticks on. In this case, I've got 5. Try to be sure that this would be a great little craft for your little ones to count popsicle sticks. Talk about Halloween colors. What kind of animals are the cat, the black cat, Scarecrow. Read a Scarecrow book. This one is really, really cool, called The Scarecrow. Go to your public library and get some Halloween books and just have some fun. Do some other crafts. Okay, I only need 5. I almost put 6 on there because I was so busy talking. All right, so I've got my 5 on the backing. See that? And of course it does extend, so I'm going to cut that off. So I'm going to let this dry, put this on my paper, get a nice little squeeze. You can put something on the top if you want to press it down just to kind of keep it, I don't think they're going to curl up or anything, but if you want to do that, that's totally fine. And when we come back, we're going to decorate and paint our little scarecrow. Okay, see you guys in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back and it's pretty dry. So I'm going to cut that excess off, remember that I talked about. So I'm just going to cut that. And notice I've got these really cool little scissors. They're rounded at the end. So if your little ones want to cut that off, that's a good little job for them. There we go. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so now you can decide if you want to paint, but you definitely have to get the hat on here. This little piece here. So it's a good idea to glue your yarn onto this piece and then glue this to the body. That's what I did first and I painted after. You might decide to do it differently and that's totally up to you. Now what's really cool is this looks like a little boy one. You can use yellow yarn, you could use whatever you would like. The craft called for raffia, which I actually found on an old vase that I had kicking around the house. So I do have raffia and I'm going to use that to finish the second one up. Okay, so I'm going to do that first. I'm going to first measure. So I put the little other stick, and so you're going to put a little jaunty angle, you know. So where do I need to put the raffia so that it's hanging down on the sides? Okay, so I'm going to cut a little bit of that off. I'm going to make it fairly short, I think, like that. And then this one, so you don't even need much. There we go. Okay, here's my glue gun. This stuff's harder to use than the yarn because it's really stiff. So it might not be a great product to use, but hey, if it works, use it. If you have some, for sure. Okay. This is why. Eek. All right, I have my raffia on. Sorry about that. I actually had a FedEx delivery, so I cut out there for a minute. I'm back. So there's the raffia. I want to make sure that it's all on there. Some pieces are kind of sticking out off. Let me be sure it's glued on. And we're going to give them a trim in a minute. I think I'm going to put more. He needs a lot more. Hang on. Here we go. So there's the hair. Kind of stuck. It's a little wild. This Scarecrow is a little wild. Okay. Now we are ready to paint. Okay. Now you might want to draw the facial features, the eyes, the nose, and the mouth for your little ones. Or you could maybe cut out pieces of foam and have them glue them on. That'd be kind of cool too. Or you could even use googly eyes if you like. I like these little eyes. They're really kind of scarecrowy, you know. But notice on the Scarecrow, they're round. So, and it's got a triangular nose too. So that's kind of cool. All right. So I'm going to use my marker and I'm just going to freehand draw them on. So I just drew the outlines there. Now I'm going to leave a little bit of that white edge so it gives him that little glint in his eye, you know, that we see. Does he have a glint? I don't know if he does. And I'm going to color it in. And if your little ones are old enough, that's what they could do too. You could just outline it and have them fill it in with the marker. Okay, see, got the glint in the eyes. There we go, he's cool. Okay, and a triangle. Great time to talk about shapes. All right, nice triangle nose. Again, you could just draw it on and they could fill it in. Here's mouth. Now we're going to paint the hat. Okay, orange. This is really great. You know what? It's great for the kids to paint because there really isn't much. I mean, the top part is really protected. They just have to give it a good swipe. Okay, make sure your surface is protected. See? And then I'm just going to do the top part, that edge there where the raffia is underneath. And I'm going to be really kind of careful, but I don't think it matters. Scarecrows are supposed to be scary. I don't think this one's scary, but that's okay. Here we go. Look at that. So, this one was a little wonky. This one, I actually like the yarn better. So, you see this here? I really think they're cute. So, make a bunch of them if you like. If you like this craft, let us know. If you make some, please send us your pictures. Take a look on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel at MHPublicLibrary, and take a look at all of our online story times and our crafts and all the other things we have for families, teens and tweens. Really appreciate you guys tuning in to everything that we have to offer, and I hope you guys have a happy Halloween. So again, be safe and be kind. Thanks. Bye-bye.